How to not forget as an actor. We work very hard to memorize lines, especially monologues. It's time consuming, tedious, laborious. As stage actors, monologues are essentially our commercials to market our talents. As with any good marketing, you need to cater your message to your audience, or in your case, cater your monologue to your audition. Stephen Adly Gurgis monologue won't cut it in a Shakespeare audition. You need a library, a collection, a stable of hard-working monologues to keep you employed in the theater. The issue is, how do you keep all those words in your head? Do you have something else? 5 words. Fear. Great. 5 words. Do you have something else? Fear. I do. I do have something else. Yes, I can't remember. You walk off the audition knowing you won't get the part because you weren't prepared with an extra set of monologues, even though the request was for 2 contrasting monologues, not 5. But you will be ready next time. Travel log for monologues. A journal is a record of a traveler's journey. Your acting career is a journey. Every audition, every monologue, every rejection and redemption is an epic quest to become the actor you know you are deep down. So, why not keep a journal of your audition journey? Keep track of every monologue you memorize over the years in one place so that you can review and have access to them often. In this journal, you can keep best practices and advice, tips on auditions. You can have written versions of every monologue in your own hand. And you can write in the flow. Ride the flow of review. Flow. F.L.O.E.W. F.L.O.W is an acronym for first letter of every word. From now on, you're going to write the first letter of every word of every monologue you've ever learned so that you won't completely forget them ever again. First, we're going to go to a blank page in your monologue quest log, aka your journal. You're going to get the monologue you're working on using your script and making sure you do this correctly because you are depending on this document to be accurate. You're going to write the first letter of every word of the text that makes up your monologue. For example, let's say the line is, "Oh, had the gods done so." Well, you would write O, comma, HTGDS. So when you review it, you look at the O and you know, oh, O is O. And then you see the H is had, T is the, G is gods, D is done, S is so. Looking at the first letter of every word, you should be able verbatim to remember, oh, had the gods done so. Now, when you're done, your new verbatim script will just be a collection of seemingly random letters. Side note, keep the punctuation when using this technique. It's really important that you keep the punctuation that the playwright gave you for the monologue, so that way, as you're reviewing the lines, you can also get an idea of the rhythm of the speech of your character. You're going to take the first letter of every word, and you're going to do this for every monologue from now on. You can screenshot them or save them as quote unquote flashcards in your phone so you can review all your monologues every day if you want while you're dealing with life's inevitable mundane events. Now, as you're writing out the first letter of every word, it's important that you say each word out loud as you write its first letter because you want to make sure you're writing the letter in the correct order. Accuracy is important with this practice. We want to be able to learn these lines verbatim. Attempt to go letter by letter and say the lines of the text. If you get stumped, you can go back to the original written monologue that you have in your monologue book so that you can make sure you're saying the right words. As you're going over the first letter of every word, you'll discover very quickly what you don't know verbatim, what you don't know word for word. And then when you go back to review the original source of the monologue, you know which part to work on. It's really cool. So the main thing is you want to review the first letter of every word often, once a week, definitely before every audition. Heck, you can do it while you're waiting in line at the store. Go over the first letter of every word of every monologue you've ever learned, and this should keep them at the ready and in your long-term memory. So in review, we're going to get a journal. Let's call it a monologue quest log. Number 2, we're going to write the monologues out by hand in your own handwriting. It's a psychosomatic connection. It also subconsciously tells your brain, hey, these are my words now. Number 3, you're going to write the first letter of every word in that monologue. Number 4, you're going to review this on a regular basis. 30 minutes a week is plenty, but you definitely want to review before every single audition. Do this, and the next time you hear those words, do you have something else? You can confidently say, yeah. Don't forget all your hard work. And remember, don't trust your acting career to chance. Do something about it. I'm Eddie. Deuces.